Oh my god, I'm so pumped. This is it. People always comment about the props being too small on big drones, and I agree. So here we have 20-inch APCs, 20 by 13. I've got that on there. Hopefully they don't come undone. I don't have, these are the old school V2 brother hobbies. In my experience, as long as you can't do that, it should be alright. I've got the new hotness batteries that can discharge with like a freaking rocket. This is just unbelievable what these can do. So excited, oh my god. Been waiting for these for ages. I have, the last couple of flights I did was using 12 by 12, so I've dropped P down and
Welcome to
yeah, I haven't flown this. This is the first time, so I'm going to be using one of these.
Engines disabled.
Oh, that's the wrong way because I haven't got telemetry set up. That's all in the green. Just check the other one. 420. This thing back on there. Okay. So I'm gonna take it easy. I'm a bit worried about the prop situation. I'm gonna put both of these guys on here. Who would have thought nanotechs end up being the best again? Thank you, Hobby King. You rule. Okay. And put all this over there. I mean, these props really are enormous. I just can't believe the size. Hopefully I got this thing right, otherwise the whole thing's going to catch on fire. Let's actually just kind of leave that in there, so it's just floating a bit. And these, I just want a bit more traction on these batteries. More purchase, as my dad would say. Okay. That's better. Alright. This is, yeah, as I said, the first time I've flown it, I've got no idea what's going to happen. I hope these nuts hold on. The props look absolutely fantastic. So this is definitely over in terms of prop tip speed for this KV. So it's probably Mark 1.5. So it is a bit of a test just to see what's going to happen. I'm not going to go very high. I just want to see that it flies basically. Negative first. Minimize the spark.
Low battery critical.
Fronts are in, backs are out.
Engines enabled. Minimum throttle on.
Whoa. Too much P.
1.1.
Now when this happens, what you got to do
Engines disabled.
that.
Minimum throttle off.
Holy crap! So I just kind of steered her in her oscillation onto the ground. Thankfully, nothing's broken. That is just way too much P. I can't believe that's too much P. Should have had, like that was literally half from the 12 by 12. So I'm gonna go and knock it back to like 10 or something. So, back. Okay, I'm back. I that kind of wobbling where it just wobbles by itself while you're not really turning or anything, that's too much P. So I've dropped the P down by 35%, which will hopefully let it just stay level. Man, that was exciting. I tell you what.
Telemetry recovered. Low battery. Battery critical. Engines enabled.
I'm not going to send it up so high this time.
1. Engines
Oh
disabled.
man, that was not good.
Minimum throttle off.
And that was, yeah, weird.
Minimum throttle on. Engines disabled. Disarm. Minimum throttle off.
Weird, maybe it needs more actually. Maybe that was wrong. Never tuned any props this big, so I got no idea, but that was certainly a step in the wrong direction. I'll try it. Let's just see if anything got hot doing that. No, not really. So what we're going to do is go. It was like ding 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 ding. Okay, now I'm going to try even less again. Oh, maybe more. How do we think about this scientifically? We went in one direction, the result was worse. Let's go in the other direction. Let's increase by 35%. See how that goes. Alright, I don't know if you can hear me, I hope you can. That was basically P wobble, but even worse when I went down on P, so now I'm going back up by 35% from the original mark. See what happens here.
Engines enabled. Disarm.
That's better. It's not wobbling on the ground. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it is.
Engines disabled. Disarm. Minimum throttle off. Engines enabled. Engines disabled. Disarm.
Okay, well, I was right though. It does need to be much lower. This is going to go down all the way to like 10. Unbelievable. P of 10. You believe that shit? Alright. P, I didn't go 10. It just felt ridiculous. So, God damn, these props make it a handful to carry around. I went to just P of 15. So it was on the 12 by 12 prop, P was 60. And that was the right value for the prop.
High rate.
Flies, man.
Engines enabled. Minimum throttle on.
Just going to just try and get it to start wobbling on the ground and see if it does. Doesn't seem to want to.
Engines disabled. Disarm. Minimum throttle off. Engines enabled. Minimum throttle on.
That's called precessing, where it starts doing a circle motion.
Engines disabled. Engines enabled. Engines disabled. Disarm.
Okay.
Minimum throttle off. 0.
You know,
Telemetry
I'm
lost.
starting to think how it was in the very beginning was better. It was like nothing's hot. Beginning it was 47. As I've dropped P, this has gotten worse and worse. Maybe we'll go up to man, maths gets so complicated up this scale. I think a bit more D. And let's, you know what, actually let's just try high P. I'm going to try proper high P how it was. Okay, so before going all the way to high P, I thought I would just quickly try a much lower, lower D down to 10 and, sorry, lower P down to 10 and turning D up by like 30%. I just want to see what happens there. I mean, this tuning something like this for high performance is pretty wild. I've never done anything like that on this scale of prop voltage.
Engines enabled. Engines disabled. Engines enabled. Engines disabled. Disarm.
So when there's got no throttle on, it's fine. On air mode on, it's fine. As soon as you get a little bit of throttle,
Engines disabled.
starts doing that. So,
Minimum throttle off. 0.
okay, let's go high P. The D obviously didn't do anything. Maybe it's the mass, the extra resistance and everything means the P actually needs to be higher to push it through. If that makes sense. Possibly. I'm sure everyone right now is laughing at me for not having Lua scripts. Anyway, haha, lol. Alright. So initially I did what the theory says, which is you should drop P when your prop goes up, so you know, proportionally to the increase in load. And I did that and it was terrible. The further I went down in P, the more it wobbled and the worse it got. So now I'm going to try P higher. Now the theory why this might be necessary is that with the longer prop it takes more push, even though it's got push. So okay.
Engines disabled. 0. Engines enabled. Minimum throttle on.
That looks a lot tighter. A little bit of throttle. Sort of doing it a little bit. So the thing that you got to worry about with oscillations is that they can just start so quickly, and before you know it, it can be flying like mad up and away. And this is not what I want to have happen with this quad, of course. Not like I did before, but that's kind of hovering. And what happens is different things can stimulate them, so it can be fine to hover, and then all of a sudden one maneuver will make it just, you can see that mate sort of stimulated a bit of a wobble. Anyway, now that we've just flown it for a bit, we've got to check temps, bring her in. They are cool, everything's fine. Okay, so now we're going to ramp it up a little bit.
Engines enabled. Minimum throttle on. Engines disabled. Disarm. Minimum throttle off.
Yeah, I don't like that. That doesn't make me feel good. I think some more D before I start pushing it any further. Yeah. Maybe even a little bit more P too. And we'll see how that goes. Alright. P is high, 72. D is higher, 26. I do the same on all the corners. I think when it's an X frame you can do that if you are so inclined. Okay. Okay. So prop touching the ground?
Engines enabled. Minimum throttle on.
That's good. Very responsive, almost instantaneously to the stick input. That's good. Fuck off with that shimmer. Oh man, the wind, it just blew me. So the prudent thing to do before flipping it is do some minimum throttle tests, and that's just low to the ground, just like blip blip. And that's oh, that was what the fuck was that? Well, look, it's flying, not perfectly, but it's working. I'd say powertrain verified, pending tune, and settings. Honestly, I think a big part of these problems it's having is because of the yaw problem. So I've got the motor mounts coming soon, and it's all going to be sorted. I'd say test confirmed. It's flying. I'm not willing to take it over 50% throttle. Maybe that was just a little quick one. Anyway, check the temps. Could probably just have more D.
Engines disabled. Disarm. Minimum throttle off.
They are a bit warm. Yeah, to be honest, I think the wobbling and stuff is actually a result of absolutely horrendous yaw performance. But the bottom line is, these just flew. 20-inch on 12S. It works.
5.2.
I've got these motor mounts coming that tip it at an angle, so once they get here, I'm really hoping that it's going to give it that yaw authority that the flight controller is expecting and make these work properly. And the reason why I say that is, I'm not sure if you noticed, but it was always oscillating, not on pitch or roll, but on this axis. It's going daga 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 daga. Now that is because it's going, you're one way, you're the other way, you're one way, the other way, and it's not working. So yeah, confirmed. Thank you APD, and thank you Hobby King. These batteries are hectic. That's amazing. Thank you.